Very good evening, friends. This is Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Standing on 24th November 2020, when gold is almost 1800 and while silver is more or less 23, I'm going to be shooting a pretty interesting video about my outlook on Biden. Of course, as I said that Treasury Consulting was pro-Trump, and plus and minus is the part of life. From cricket till politics, we cannot have a single person who is perfect. Donald Trump also had both plus and minus, but the way he handled political administration of US, I think he really deserved 10 out of 10. And more importantly, the way he handled the tax reforms in United States of America, which not only pleased big boys, but also led the money back to United States of America. I think here also Donald Trump requires 10 out of 10. Of course, there are various issues where Donald Trump was not what we expected from him, like the way he handled pandemic. And unfortunately, US is now the amongst the most unfortunate countries as far as the coronavirus is concerned, and it is spreading, and more or less they are eagerly waiting for the vaccine, and I hope vaccine come. But yesterday we got a clarification on international media that Biden has selected Janet Yellen as a Treasury Secretary job. Standing today, Mr. Mnuchin is acting as a Treasury Secretary. And what is the background of Mr. Mnuchin? You can check yourself on the Google. And I think as a Treasury Secretary, I really rate him at least 8.5 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10, what he really deserve as a Treasury Secretary. Scope of improvement is always there. So max to max 9 out of 10 we can give to him. Janet Yellen was ex-Federal Reserve Governor. And when Janet Yellen was Federal Reserve Governor, you can check on Thomson Reuters and Bloomberg the kind of achievements she made in Federal Reserve. There is a very good concept in the life which is called clueless or decision making less. And US is not an exception, by the way. We are having several countries across the globe who were clueless for a requisite period of time. It could be political, it could be financial, it could be anything. During Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve was not only clueless, but Federal Reserve was not aware that for what they are up to. And this is one of the important reasons why during Janet Yellen, the markets were extremely clueless that whether Federal Reserve would be hiking the rate or they would be cutting the rate. And if you look at Reuters and Bloomberg, you get the financial information pertaining to that. There is enough financial information which is there. According to one of the articles which is currently floating in the public domain, one country called Biden as the weakest president of United States of America. I really don't think I have any right to comment on that, but one thing which I really wish to comment is that if that turn out to be true, then the next 4 year would be hell for the traders and investors community. Small change. It would be hell for investors, but it would be heaven for traders. You know, when US election happened and first few days it was like a cricket match till the last ball, you was not aware that who is going to get win, how he is going to get win. So I was thinking that, in fact, I was requesting my Lord that if Biden would come, then we would definitely have very cool 4 years, which means the market would be very quiet. Because there are two kind of personalities, political personalities we have across the globe. Number one kind of political personalities who only say we do, we do, we do, we do, we do, but they do nothing. One kind of political personalities is like Trump. Speak to, speak to, speak to, speak to, speak to, like that. There are many countries in the world who were eagerly waiting to change the government at a central level, and they did it. And now many countries are paying the heavy price, and they are wishing the earlier government comes, because the new governments vanished all the jobs, business environment, and everything. So change is not always good in nature. We really need to appreciate that US situation financially is really very worst. And unfortunately, after coronavirus, US situation is more worst. As I speak, the Federal Reserve balance sheet is more than $7 trillion, which is precisely more than 2 times of what Indian GDP is, or around 50% of the Chinese GDP. Because $7 trillion is really a very, very big number. Don't even dare to think that 7 trillion is a small number. And as we speak, market is waiting for yet another stimulus to the tune of 1 or 1.5 trillion dollars, and several head of US banks requested for $2 trillion stimulus, which precisely means that the balance sheet of the Federal Reserve is going to be more than or very close to $10 trillion by the time we would enter in 2022. And 10 trillion is a small amount. I really don't think so. Maybe you think so, but to me, 10 trillion is definitely not a small amount anymore. And I'm not here talking about the national debt of the US, which is in several trillion dollars, and no one in the whole globe is aware about how much is the, I would say, the contingent liabilities in the books of US government. Today, no bank in the whole globe is having a right data that how much contingent liability the US government is having in the books. So don't even talk about that. But generally speaking, if you have a debt of $1, your contingent liability is more than $10. And in some cases, it is more than $20. In some cases, it is more than $100. It depends how the financial system is designed in your country. So even if I go with the law of 1:10, the US contingent liability is more than $200 trillion, because the national debt is very closer to 20 trillion or more than that. If people like Yellen turn out to be Treasury Secretary, then they will create an environment of, I don't say instability, but they will create an environment of indecisiveness like they did when they were Treasury Secretary. And I'm sure that if they turn out to be Treasury Secretary, then people like Mr. Powell is not going to be as a head of Federal Reserve, because Mr. Powell did a very fantastic job in this coronavirus. The way he handled United States Federal Reserve in this coronavirus, I will give him 9.5 out of 10. Dear Powell sir, I am not giving you 10 out of 10 because scope of improvement is everywhere, but at least I am giving you 9.5 out of 10 because this is something you really deserve, the way you handle it. I never expected that you going to handle this, but you made brilliant. I think we really missed you in 2008, but thankfully in 2020 you was right there at a right spot. So please accept my compliments. Biden administration team really matters for the whole globe, because you need to appreciate one fact, that if there is a sense of indecisiveness in US administration or issues of competency, then it really matters for the whole globe. And more importantly, we should not forget that there are many political issues that are pending. Example, the phase 1 deal, which I really doubt whether it would continue or not. Phase 2 and phase 3 don't speak. TikTok deal and many such issues, which delisting of Chinese companies in US, and why to forget HIB1 visas issues, which Trump highlighting again and again in every of his election rally, and in fact after being turned out to be a president. And we really need to appreciate one thing, that if Biden administration is not strict or turn out to be a lenient administrator, then it will really cost the globe a lot. So what I envisaged right now, as far as the Biden administration is concerned, is number one, I see an era of indecisiveness in US. And how much it is going to be costing US and the whole globe, I really don't think I need to tell you. Secondly, I see an era of huge volatility in the markets because of this indecisiveness attitude. One important thing which definitely there when Trump was the president, I'm using Trump was the president because now it's around 52-53 days left for officially handover, and more or less Trump agreed that he lost it. When Trump was president, the act of indecisiveness was absolutely zero. If he said it, he did it. And in fact, people used to criticize Trump that he is the only politician we are having in the globe who really stick to what he said. And that's really very important as far as the Trump is concerned, to be very honest. But unfortunately, if this will not continue in another 4 years, then I'm telling you that there is a huge fight that is going to be between multiple countries to be number one, and China is definitely leading the show. I already told you that very recently HSBC said that Chinese yuan is amongst the most traded currencies of the globe, and they should get in the top 10 or a place in the top 10 currencies of the globe. And I think, controversy or no controversy, but this is a reality. If in the next 4 years we see a sense of indecisiveness or weakest attitude by the Biden administration, then yuan will be the reserve currency of the globe. And by the way, I am not surprised that by 2024, when the world would be ready for another US election, and 100% Treasury Consulting would be by that time a company in New York or maybe Manhattan or New Jersey. I would be covering 2024 US elections from US versus Singapore. And I'm telling you, if this would happen, then by 2024, Chinese yuan would be the top traded currency of the globe. Maybe they would beat GBP, Euro, Swiss franc, Japanese yen, Canadian dollar, and all. I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if dollar decline because of indecisiveness of Biden administration. Then the Hong Kong dollar peg will go away. Saudi Arabian Riyal peg versus dollar will go away, and all such pegs will go away. Because guys, peg will happen once you are at a powerful situation. If dollar will lose the dominance, then these currencies, rather pegging versus dollar, they would be pegging versus yuan. I know that people not been able to digest that. But do not forget that if we not envisage that, that doesn't mean it had not happened. That is. And last but not the least, and very important thing which we really need to appreciate and we need to adhere to, is that capabilities of finance. I understand that president cannot be a champion in finance, or he cannot understand forward contract, option contract, swaps, SOFR, CORA, ESTR and all this. I understand that. No worries. But president team or any prime minister of any country team should be competent enough to handle all these issues in a very mightiest way, I would say. There was a time when Singapore was having that team. Singapore got the result also. They turned out to be the global financial center, at least for Asia. But slowly, that team went away, and now Singapore situation, you know. The difference between Singapore and Dubai and other countries is very small, very small, and maybe in another few years it would be zero. If this would happen, and I think that selection of Janet Yellen is the beginning of that step, then US will lose the competency in the financial markets. And by the way, more important thing is that the American banks like Goldman, JP, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley and all, BlackRock, Blackstone and all these big boys, they have enough competence to operate anywhere from the globe. And they demonstrated this competence in 2020 during COVID crisis. When 2019, several banks across the globe winded up, these big boys thrived, heavily thrived, let it be honest. Goldman, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock, Blackstone, they all thrived. Because they proved that virus or no virus, our competency is intact. So guys, we really need to understand that next 4 years is going to be very whipsaw for us. In English, the meaning of whipsaw is like this: up, down, up, down. And next 4 years would be years for traders. And what I see that the next 4 years might be the years of 50% hype and 50% reality. Weak team creates, or I would say support the hypes, while the strongest team do not create or do not support the hype. And if this happen, by the way, whereby the probability of that is very high, to be honest, trillions of dollars of US wealth will flow to Asian economies, which includes India, Singapore, maybe Dubai, Hong Kong, Philippines, Thailand, and multiple such countries. And this is where things matter. Just hold on, guys. I wanted to show something. Early in Janet Yellen leadership of the Federal Reserve, protesters began showing up outside Federal Reserve conferences to demand the central bank to be more help working Americans and minority groups. The activists were there to criticize, but Yellen ended up winning them over, even to the point they were vocal in supporting her for the second term at the Fed. She was denied by President Donald Trump. And I'm telling you that the next 4 years would be really tough for us if the Biden end up as the weakest team. Of course, 52 days left for official transition. We need to wait, and I am going to be using the same word which Biden said, that be patient. I tracked the whole American elections, but my job is not yet over. I am going to be tracking now, because phase 1 is done. Now Biden is coming, okay, Trump is going, okay. Phase 2 is who is actually joining the team of Biden, and especially from the financial market point of view. Example, who who would be the 12 people presiding the Federal Reserve respective banks. There are 12 banks who collectively termed as Federal Reserve. Who would be heading the governor? Would Mr. Powell continue? If not, then who? Treasury Secretary is more or less clear. It's now Janet Yellen. Who would be the economic advisor to the president? I'm sorry, but this information is not yet available in the public domain. Who would be the basically the political advisor of the president? I'm sorry, but this information is again not there in the public domain. I am going to be tracking each and every information in a very minutest manner, like the way we always do. By the way, gold is 1799 as we speak. You must be thinking why after every few seconds I'm looking at the right hand side, because my rotor screen is running, that's why. And I'm telling you that personally speaking, I'm really not happy with the way Biden select his team. I'm not worried who would be representing the United Nations. That's not my role. I'm not worried who would be this minister. I'm really not. I'm not worried who would be who would be, I would say, the health minister of US, or who would be this. I'm worried about the people who are asked to control the financial system of US, because that really matters. Simple. I'm not worried about the entire cabinet of United States of America. Even in case of India, Singapore, Thailand, and multiple countries we track, we're not worried about the entire administration. We worry about people, those who handle the capital markets, because this is our domain, as simple as that. But yes, eventually we know who is doing who, to be honest. So guys, it's really very interesting that if the weakest team will come, then the next 4 years would be like a cricket match, and that like 2020, when you do not know, anything can happen at any given point of time. 2020, even people chased 230 plus. There are times people fail to chase 150 plus. So guys, as far as the US election is concerned, absolutely phase 1 is over. I agree to it. Now Biden is more or less coming, but phase 2 is still pending. And here Treasury Consulting is minutely assessing the situation. Very much minutely assessing the situation. And once the entire air is cleared, then we will definitely decide how things would shape up, and we will definitely keep you posted. But having said that, as of now, selection of Janet Yellen as a Treasury Secretary is one of the biggest mistakes by Joe Biden. And US will pay the price for this. Let me correct. Whole world will pay the price of this. Her great actions when she was Federal Reserve head is going to be repeated soon. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. And I'm really very eager that in 2024, when maybe the end of 24, when the American elections will happen again, I will definitely be covering US election as an entity who is listed in US. Not, if not listed, at least the entity incorporated in US. I would be definitely covering the whole US elections from either from New York or Manhattan, maybe New Jersey. That is, but I never expected Biden to select Yellen. I am very sorry, Mr. President, but I'll not go that way. Sorry for that, but I hope you don't mind it. Have a good time, Mr. President, and enjoy your show at White House. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. Have a great time.